You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't KIEQ on the mic.
Ex-Super Bowl champ lashes out at Caleb Williams for the dumbest reason yet. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of KIEQ on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, make sure you also do me a huge favor, but also hit the like button on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. So, Bears fans, I have a really interesting topic that I wanted to share with you guys on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. And as you guys can see by the caption of today's video, another old former player lashed out towards Caleb Williams during a recent segment on a program the other day. And as we all know, Caleb Williams has a very unique personality. He is not afraid to voice his opinion. And I feel like that rubs the older generation, like the older generation NFL players, the wrong way. And you can now officially add former New York Giants wide receiver Amani Toomer among that group. And I basically want to take a step back. Kevin Byard shared a story on NFL Network of while the Chicago Bears were in the locker room after a training camp practice, Caleb Williams, broke the huddle, and he basically told the guys that, like, hey, we're getting too sloppy, blah, 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 blah. Make sure you're picking up your trash after yourself, because if we are sloppy in here and we can't even pick up the trash and do the little things, we are going to be sloppy on the field. And basically that rubbed a guy like Amani Toomer the wrong way, and he absolutely went in on quarterback Caleb Williams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share that little segment on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. And what I want you guys to do is basically give me your guys' opinion, because to me, I feel like he lashed out for basically no reason. So check this out, Bears fans.
NFL locker rooms are still male-dominated, testosterone-laden, type A places where it really is Lord of the Flies. And this is just part of the growing up period for a quarterback who wants to be a great leader one day.
He's Russell Wilson 2.0.
Uh-oh.
This is not going to go over well.
Uh-oh.
If you came in the locker room, I've been in this locker room for 8 years, like you said. And some rookie's going to come in who hasn't played one snap.
Right.
Talking, we're wearing the fingernail polish. Now he's going to come in here and tell me, who've been here, who've been through the struggle, that I need to clean up? No, how about rookie? How about you clean up after me?
Right.
How about that? Don't give me this crap. I don't like it at all. I feel like rookies should earn their respect.
Sure.
Just because you got drafted #1 doesn't mean nothing to me, because I don't even know if you're good.
But I think he's trying to be, he may have even said it somewhat, tongue-in-cheek, but I think he's trying to be a leader. He's trying to be that guy. Now,
stop it.
I get it.
Stop. just play the game. Prove to me that you're really here to be a star. Prove to me you're really trying to make this team better. Don't sit up here and talk about trash around the locker room. Yeah. Come on, man, please.
Now,
doing too much.
I would say this. Great leadership would be he just cleans the locker room up and says nothing. But here's the problem. I ain't your mama. I ain't cleaning up after you. Have some respect, right?
I would be like, as I'm cleaning up, the only way this is possible. I'm cleaning up. I'm like, hey, guys, you know what? I'm going to do this. Could you guys help me out?
Give me a hand.
Exactly.
Okay, that's
Don't
different.
be like, go up to somebody who's sitting in the tub after a hard day of practice. You're a quarterback. Everybody hates the quarterbacks as it is, because they get way too much credit.
Right.
And every
Can't
time,
touch them.
like Eli Manning won. Everybody hates the quarterbacks.
I didn't know that.
Eli Manning, he won 2 Super Bowls. Oh, nobody else was out there. He's out there playing tennis by himself.
So Bears fans, as you can see, Toomer went on a very emotional rant, and you could definitely tell that this triggered him a whole lot. And once again, not everyone is a fan of Caleb Williams' personality. Once again, he just says what's on his mind. And a lot of players in the Chicago Bears organization actually like that about Caleb Williams. And to me, first and foremost, before we go any further, what Caleb Williams didn't bother me whatsoever. It didn't bother a guy like Kevin Byard, because Caleb Williams makes a really good point, right? If we are going to be sloppy, the little things, the little details, we're going to be sloppy on the field as well. That was the message, right, that Caleb Williams was trying to present to the team after that training camp practice. And I feel that Amani Toomer really took this the wrong way. He even went as far as saying that Caleb Williams would be Russell Wilson 2.0. Like, that would be a bad thing. Let me tell you this, Bears fans, if Caleb Williams goes to 7 Pro Bowls and wins 1 Super Bowl, and don't forget that Russell Wilson was a handoff to Marshawn Lynch away from winning 2 Super Bowls. So if Caleb Williams can have that success, especially the success that Russell Wilson had early on in his career, I would take that. I'm pretty sure that Chicago Bears fans would also take a Russell Wilson 2.0, especially if he can bring a Super Bowl to Chicago. I'm pretty sure Caleb Williams would have a statue outside the stadium if he brought a Super Bowl championship to the Chicago area. So I don't think Amani Toomer really thought that through, because that's really not a dig whatsoever. But once again, I feel like this was more of just an emotional rant for no reason. I kind of have to put in perspective, right, that when Amani Toomer played for the New York Giants, his quarterback was Eli Manning. Anybody that knows Eli Manning knows that Eli Manning is very to himself. He's very stoic, right? He leads by example. He doesn't speak his mind like Caleb Williams does. So maybe he took it as disrespect that Caleb Williams is trying to tell the veterans of the group, saying, hey, you better pick up your trash. No, he got the wrong idea. Caleb Williams was trying to lead by example, right? Pick up your trash. Don't get sloppy, because we're going to be sloppy in here. We are going to be sloppy on the field. So I understood what Caleb Williams' message was to the guys. Once again, Kevin Byard or the other guys in the locker room didn't take it personal, because they understood that that's what Caleb Williams is trying to do, is trying to be a leader. It's trying to lead by example, right? And just say the little details matter. Kevin Byard, I believe, said on NFL Network as well that head coach Andy Reid did that with the Philadelphia Eagles the year that the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, had the same idea, like, hey, let's not get sloppy about the little things. So that was just a message that Caleb Williams was trying to present to the guys within the locker room. Let's not get sloppy. Let's worry about the details with whatever we do, because we want to make sure that we are getting the little details right so we can perform well on Sundays. So overall, Bears fans, I don't know why Amani Toomer got so emotional on this subject surrounding Caleb Williams and what he said to the locker room after training camp practice about picking up after themselves. I think he took the message all wrong. Once again, I've seen that a lot of the older generational NFL players doesn't like how Caleb Williams carries himself, which to me, it's just ridiculous at this point, right? So I just wanted to come on here really quick and share that video clip with you. I thought it was absolutely hilarious, but go ahead and give me your initial reaction to what Amani Toomer had to say about Caleb Williams. To me, I think it was overblown, and it really was unnecessary. But as always, Bears fans, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of KIEQ on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for an all-new Bears podcast right here on KIEQ on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You've been listening to KIEQ on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.